Hello friends, we have Yash Kavaria with us, and Yash has scored, he secured 6th All India rank in CLAT 2019. So first of all, congratulations to Yash.
Thank you.
It's a great achievement, and we would also we'll talk to him and know his tips, tricks, techniques, and we would also try to know his strategy. How did he prepare for this exam, and how did he secure and achieve 6th All India rank? So first of all, Yash, what do you think when you were preparing for this exam? So you had this in mind that I would achieve 6th rank, or I would be among one of the toppers of this exam. Did you have any this sort of feeling, or this sort of idea, or this sort of aim or target?
The idea was there that I wanted to get into top 3 NLUs.
Okay. Okay.
But it's not just.
So you
ideas.
thought of top 3, but not AIR top 3 or top 6 or top 5?
Yeah, by the end, when the exam had almost approached, I was aiming that I should get into top 2.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not just because in the beginning of the session, it's not just what you aim for. You have to back it up with action.
Mm-hmm.
So that was something I did in the last 6 months. That was a major part.
Mm-hmm. Okay, if you have to tell the students, like, what was the most important thing which helped you in cracking this exam, and which helped you achieving this rank? So what was one very important thing you would like to also suggest to the aspirants, for the future aspirants?
I'd like to point out 2 things.
Right.
One is your attitude.
Okay.
You have to be in a mental state that I can do it, and you have to. You can't give up in between, because if you give up, no matter how good strategy you have, it's not going to work. And about how I studied, it's about squeezing in as many marks as quickly you can, filtering out what gets you the most number of marks in the least amount of time, first of all, so that gives you an edge. You can come at par with the toppers. Then you work on your weaknesses and slowly gradually move towards scoring more.
राइट. अच्छा, जब आप प्रिपेयर कर रहे थे तो मॉक्स होते थे, तो आपने मॉक्स में आपका कैसा परफॉर्मेंस था? हमेशा से टॉपर थे मॉक्स में, या कभी कम भी आया, कभी ज़्यादा आया, कभी बीच में आया, कभी ऊपर आया? ऐसा हुआ कुछ आपके साथ?
I was not the topper from the beginning.
Right.
When the session started, the rank was almost stagnant.
So all those who are listening and not toppers, they can be pretty hopeful with the this statement that even they can make it to Bangalore, they can become toppers, they can get 5th rank, 6th rank, or any rank. Please continue. Go ahead.
Beginning of the session, my score was pretty stagnant. It was around 110, 115 in the mocks. But as the year proceeded, I had to slowly, gradually increase the marks. And mostly in the last 5 months, 6 months, that was when my marks significantly improved.
Right. अच्छा, आपका एक बड़ा अचीवमेंट है, आपको इंग्लिश में 40 आउट ऑफ 40 मार्क्स मिले हैं. सो परफेक्ट 40 आपका था इंग्लिश के अंदर. तो ऐसा इंग्लिश में आपने क्या किया, मतलब क्या राज है इसका कि इंग्लिश में 40 मार्क्स आए आपके?
Thing with me in English was that I was pretty comfortable in English from the beginning. It wasn't a subject where I had to struggle a lot. But one grey area was vocabulary. That was one area I had to work. So although I'll admit it was not that well prepared as other sections, but going throughout the year with Sonia ma'am's notes, whatever she taught, the sheets, the way we practiced, whatever topics we practiced, a lot of it was covered, and that was one major thing which helped me achieve a perfect 40 score in English.
ओके, अगर आपको बताना हो कि एक कोई और चीज़ आप शायद आपको लगता है रिग्रेट कि मैं भी ये भी करता तो वो मिस हो गई, तो आप किसी को कहना चाहेंगे भाई ये चीज़ और करते तो मैंने जो मिस करी, ऐसा कुछ भी अगर है, या यू आर 100% satisfied with your performance or with your preparation?
I'll say I'm satisfied with my performance. That's true. Because I did increase my marks a lot in the last months, but to be honest, I could have scored even more if I had started earlier. So when you guys are dropping, take the time you have seriously, because you never know how good you can do with until generally you become too late and you're not unable to achieve it. So utilize the time you have.
लॉ प्रेप के नोट्स या जो मॉड्यूल्स हैं या जो भी क्लास नोट्स हैं उसके अलावा कुछ आपने रेफर किया, कोई वेबसाइट या कोई भी ऐसा सोर्स जो आप बताना चाहें बच्चों को कि वो करें?
In GK, I did study from law prep notes, that's for sure, and they helped me a lot, especially Sagar sir's GK notes. In addition to that, since my GK was not that well prepared, so what I did was I filtered out 3 sources which gave me most of the questions which came in CLAT. They were GK Today, Jagran Josh Affairs Cloud. I did their monthly compendiums and I did them thoroughly. They were 8 times, 10 times done because I was tending to forget things when I learned so many questions. So I did these sources multiple times. Thing is, you can't do 10 sources and remember everything. So you guys have to filter out the most important sources and then do it again and again.
Some students go for other resources, like they go for some test series or something like that, or do you advise them to go for other test series or something other than your whatever you are provided in the law prep? Other than that, do you suggest something?
I did try many other sources,
Right.
but I'll bluntly state it. The thing that mainly helped me was the classroom coaching. That is where total part of my preparation goes.
Right. So you suggest that you should have precise, confined, and accurate
Yeah.
to the point material and the guideline.
Because you'll find many different things in many different sources. So
Right,
until you
right.
channel it out, filter it out,
Right.
you can't complete everything from everywhere.
Very true. Okay, and who you would like to give credit of your success to?
First of all, I'd like to give credit to my parents, without whom
Right.
this wouldn't have been possible.
Right.
They
How
were
did they help you? How?
yeah. First of all, they were the biggest reason I could crack CLAT and whatever rank I got. The most praise, the biggest part is theirs. Since my score became stagnant in the mid of the term, I had to set small targets and keep on achieving them. Earlier I was thinking I'm scoring 120, I need to go to 140, 150. That's not the way it works. You can't just jump 30 marks suddenly when you're preparing at the same level. So they helped me set targets. How do I increase the next 5 marks in every mocks? In every mock, I used to analyze whatever mocks I gave, and my dad helped me strategize how I had to study, from where I had to study, how much time did I have to give. So that's a great part on his part and my mom's. Secondly, I'd like to give credit to law prep. Having great teachers really helps. And one thing I learned in law prep is that when you have the best teachers, you don't have to worry about things like getting your doubts cleared, whether you are studying the right thing or not. So for that, I give enormous credit to law prep.
Okay. And what would you like to suggest to the droppers? As you said in the beginning that you worked hard in the last 6 months. So, you advise them to study much in the last part of the second half of the session, or should they study throughout the year? And how many hours they should study, or they should go for this?
I believe everybody is different.
True.
Some people may take 10 hours to do something, some might complete it in 5 hours, some may take 3. So it depends upon you how much time you have to give. But thing is, as I pointed out in the beginning, if I had to do it again, I would have started earlier, because there's no point in trying something and being average. So there's no point in trying for 6 months, scoring average marks, and then going on to work harder. So if you're going to do it all the way.
Right. So now you have been selected to Bangalore. Of course, you will be joining NLS Bangalore in coming days. So at present, what is your aim? What after 5 years down the line, what would you like to become? Would you like to join corporate sector or judiciary, or what would you like to go for?
Although it's pretty early to point out
True.
and decide, but I am a bit bent over towards corporate sector. I'd like to go in a take up a job and join some law firm, etc. So let's see how it works out in the 5 years. You get to know many things in after you go to law school. So let's see.
Okay, so attitude, positivity, confidence, and consistency pays, as Yash tells us. So we wish him all the very best for his future. Thank you so much.